is a unique place to work in an organization because you have the opportunity to see the whole business, so the whole value chain of procuring goods, producing it, transporting, selling it, marketing it to consumers. So many of the functions, apart from the general manager, only see one angle of the business, where in finance you have to see the totality of the business. And I think that, so you need to be a generalist, first of all, to work in finance. You need to have an interest for business and also an interest in what's happening outside and understand how that impacts our operation as a business. So what I do on a daily basis, first, there's a big team of people. There's a big group of people. I said that I operate across this region, so apart from Turkey, there's also many people elsewhere in this region. So managing people is a big part of my role. So it's not about the finances. Actually, that's the easiest part. It's numbers. People is the more complicated part, and not because people are complicated, but you want the right people on the roles, and you also want people to develop in the right way. So there's a lot of time that we spent on developing people and making sure that we have the right team in the business to support the business. And of course, finance is responsible for managing risks. It's the financial risks, but also operational risks, and understanding where we have risk and ensuring that we have the right processes and controls in place, so it doesn't become a problem for the business. And the business looks at finance and says, okay, we want you at the table, but you need to make sure that we're not going to have any problems. So I think that's already the starting point for finance, to make sure that we safeguard the business from things that could negatively impact our performance. And then a big part is also just guiding the business, understanding, as I said, we need to be the people who understand the complete value chain. And if we have impacts on the currency, what does it mean in terms of our buying strategies? What does it mean in terms of our selling strategies? Do we need to change our promotional campaigns? You do that with other functions, but providing clarity on what the financial impact is and what the financial impact of alternative decisions is, that's really up to finance to make sure that we can make those trade-offs. And then it's also about the strategy of the business. That could be where do we invest for manufacturing? Where do we invest in our portfolio? Do we do acquisitions or disposals? So that comes down to the finance function to manage. That doesn't happen on a daily basis, but it is also a core responsibility. And maybe where we're most feared for in finance is that we set the targets of the business, and there's always a trade-off that needs to be made. So we have something that we need to deliver as a business, and you have to make choices then where in the organization you're going to ask for profit or ask for growth, what budgets you allocate, how much you're going to spend on advertising. So that also comes down to finance to be sort of the referee in the business to make the choices that we then live with during the year and drive performance.